In today's episode, we got some rock lights. We're gonna see if we can get them mounted up. Purely a Amazon roped me into buying situation, but should be fun. Give it a little bit extra light. See what happens. Looks pretty self-explanatory. Looks like you just take this, clamp it underneath the metal, put this on the other side, screw down with a little bit of hardware they gave you, and then run some wire. And I have this sheet of metal right here to make a panel for the switches on the inside. So just right where I want it, right in here. Hopefully I can figure out how to get this head piece out right here, pop that out, and then cut out a section and then make that metal into a little light switch panel that's easy to take in and out. Kind of something like this, hopefully. Probably won't look that clean, but that's where I want it. Instead of running them right here, I switch to right there. So we'll see how far we get and what we can get done. So I think I found where I want, at least the driver's side one. There's this nice little hole right here that runs up into the engine bay with no problem. I can mount it just right like that, and then it's nice and out of the way. I run it right there, so that I don't have any issues with rubbing or anything, because it's way out of the way, nice and tucked up. But it's at a perfect angle that it will shine down right to where I need it. So we're gonna go out there. Now I just gotta figure out how to get all the wires to run from here to the other side in the back corners, and where I want them in the back corners to all run into the inside. Whether that's cutting into the firewall or whether it's doing something else. We'll see. So it's the next day. I'm taking fresh eyes, changing it out, looking at it last night. I'm gonna change where I'm placing it. I'm going, kind of see it, there's that hole down that way. I'm going with that one right there. If the camera would focus, better look. It's right here. Just gonna mount it there. That way it's in front of the wheel. Same on the other side and on the rears. I'm gonna build a mount, comes off of here, so it's right down in front of the wheel. See how it goes. Right now I'm gonna make the mount while I'm waiting on the motor to calm down and cool off. This is what they look like all done. Came out actually a little better than I thought. Not the best, but good enough for mounting the light. Now I found some screws from taking off the bumper caps in the front that I'm just going to reuse, so I don't feel like going to get new ones. So we're going to mark those holes up, drill them on here, see if I like how that looks, and then drill them on to the car, and I'll show you guys that part. this is the final contraption. Now it should just bolt up just like that. Be perfect. All you gotta do is just put that grommet over it. Looks like tighten that down. I just drilled another hole for that one. Looks like I just bolted up, and it should be down the rear end now. It's just cutting out these holes right here, making more for that one, and then it comes to just wiring them all up. Alright, so we ripped out the center piece right above the shifter. We're gonna have the switches tie into, so they're just gonna be sitting down somewhat like that, just like that. I use this piece, kind of a template, so I just would sit just like that. Kind of that's as much spacing. I'm gonna do this for every single switch, just so that they're all evenly spaced and nicely flush with this ridge line right here. Then we're just gonna run the wires through. The reason I'm not doing a metal sheet like I originally wanted to is this nub right here sticks out, so I guess it doesn't push. But while I have this off, I'm gonna clean it all up, make sure it's nice and clean, not super dusty like it is. And then I'm gonna mark the switch on here and see what happens. Didn't come out as clean as I wanted it, but at least it's in. I wish it was a little bit more this way. Flush with that. This is a tiny bit off, but nonetheless it's in. It works. Just kind of popped it in nice and tight. So now it's in, I gotta just clean up the inside of this a little bit. It's a little crusty. And then put it inside the car and go from there. Alright, so we got the switch all in. Sadly, from the driver's seat, basically try to get you guys in the right position. Right here would be the driver's seat, so you can't fully see the switch down here, because I did get one that says rock lights on it. Let's see, there, it's a better view of it. But you can see it when you switch it on, and I'll turn this off. So off, on, all works. There we go. And how I did it was I just ran it. You can see the 3 wires right here, right there, and then I cut up through this hole in the firewall right there up at the top. Ran the ground for the switch there, and then have all the wires on the other side of this so that it's nice and clean. Zip tied it to this right here, ran them up through, and then ran them through some wires and tucked it so it's nice and out of the way. Alright, that concludes it for this day, or this video, boys. Till the next one.